मैं ये चाहता था कि मेरी बेटी को हिंदुस्तान का सबसे रिच हस्बैंड मिले। उसने उसे हिंदुस्तान का रिच हस्बैंड दिया है। इसके पास एशिया का सबसे बड़ा पोर्ट बुर्ज खलीफा इसका है, और ये भी हो सकता है कि अमेरिका का व्हाइट हाउस भी खरीद ले।
We have seen you in बद्रीनाथ की दुल्हनिया।
प्रेम में पड़ गए हो क्या? अरे पगला आ गए हो क्या?
In हम्टी शर्मा की दुल्हनिया।
चीक्स पिंक हो रहे भाई के।
And now in Coolie No. 1.
ATM sir.
अंबानी, ट्रम्प, मोदी कॉन्फ्रेंस कॉल है।
So is there any kind of a secret bromance going on between you two guys which you don't know about? Or
I don't know, maybe I have something on him.
सिंगापुर का राजा महेंद्र प्रताप का बेटा कुंवर राज प्रताप सिंह।
साहिल वैद की एक्टिंग और वरुण धवन की बॉडी और डांस।
But we are not getting that theater feel which I love personally.
I have two words for you.
Yeah.
Home theater.
And I have one word for you, expensive.
I have another word for you.
Yeah.
Hard work.
That's what I'm doing.
I will dearly miss him. That's one thing I would say. We shared a lot of common ideas. We were both people of science.
और प्यार से लोग मुझे बुलाते हैं कूली नंबर 1। कोई शक?
People come out and say there will only be one Govinda. I will still stand up and say there will only be one Varun Dhawan as well.
Hi Sahil, welcome to Atlanta, virtually, because you're not here, you're in Mumbai, of course.
Thank you, Namita.
So let me start with a very simple question. How are you?
I'm amazing actually. Unexpected answer. I'm doing great.
You're doing great in these COVID times.
Yes, because I'm wearing a mask, I'm washing my hands, and I'm keeping my distance.
Good answer. Okay, so the real question now. So we have seen you in Badrinath ki Dulhaniya, in Humpty Sharma ki Dulhaniya, and now in Coolie No. 1. So do you know what's the common factor in these three movies?
Me and Varun.
Yes, you and Varun. So is there any kind of a secret bromance going on between you two guys which you don't know about? Or
I don't know, maybe I have something on him, you know.
Yes, exactly. I want as Kapil Sharma say ना कि आपके पास कोई इनका वीडियो तो नहीं है?
नहीं, मेरे पास वरुण का कोई वीडियो नहीं है. It's just the amazing comfort that we've found with each other. I mean, in real life as well, right? We are not as pally with all our friends. We have one guy who we would, sit and have a drink with and probably confide in,
Oh, okay. So you share that kind of relationship with him?
Professionally, yes. I mean, there are times I call him and I ask him if I'm not able to understand, if I have to do something, I call Varun, like, you think I should do this? Then he asks me a couple of questions. Do you think this will do this for you? Do you think this is... And
so he's a good friend?
Yeah, I would say he's a really good friend of mine. And we've developed...
video नहीं है
कोई video. और मुझे नहीं...
So what's your role in the...
मुझे नहीं लगता वरुण का कोई वीडियो होगा भी.
आपको नहीं पता?
मैं जानता हूँ नहीं होगा.
नहीं होगा, okay.
बिल्कुल भी.
चलिए आप फ्रेंड है तो हम आपकी बात मान लेते हैं. Anyway, what's your role in Coolie No. 1?
मैं वरुण का फ्रेंड बना.
Exactly.
I'm playing this guy called Deepak who works as a mechanic in a garage, and who's really good friends with Raju, who works as a coolie. Now, Deepak can go to any extent to help his friend because in a world full of people who are lonely, these are two friends who have come together. We don't know of any parents or relatives Raju has, and we don't know of any parents or relatives Deepak has either.
सिंगापुर का राजा महेंद्र प्रताप का बेटा.
All they have is each other. So we find the girls later, but before that, it's the two of us who are friends.
It's your friendship, your bromance, which has been going on from Humpty Sharma ki Dulhaniya and then Badrinath ki Dulhaniya.
And it will
Now
go
Coolie number
on
one.
and on.
And on and on and on. Okay, we will hope so. So, Sahil, how different it would be, this Coolie number would be from the older one, because we know it's a remake. And you are playing, Deepak's character as well. So, are we going to see any differences, or it will be almost the same?
It depends on the perspective of the people who are going to watch it. I mean, there are going to be people out there who are going to say, oh, the old one was better. There are going to be people out there who are going to say, oh, but the new one is much better. Then there are going to be people who are going to say, this from this film and that from that film.
If we can combine both,
Yeah. So
it'll be a good thing.
There are going to be comparisons, and you can't really hypnotize the audience and tell them not to compare these two films. That's not possible. But we are not trying to outdo the old film at all. We are not trying to beat them. We are not trying to. It's the same director. It's the same production. It's the same producer.
Exactly, yeah.
मैं ये चाहता था कि मेरी बेटी को हिंदुस्तान का सबसे रिच हस्बैंड मिले। उसने उसे हिंदुस्तान का रिच हस्बैंड दिया है। इसके पास एशिया का सबसे बड़ा पोर्ट, बुर्ज खलीफा इसका है, और ये भी हो सकता है कि अमेरिका का व्हाइट हाउस भी खरीद ले।
And we are only trying to do our own thing. We are not here to tell them that we are better than the old cast. And the old cast, unfortunately, will not have the opportunity to outdo us because they've already done their bit. No matter how many comparisons are drawn, no matter how many people come out and say there will only be one Govinda, I will still stand up and say there will only be one Varun Dhawan as well.
I can vouch for that. You will be standing beside Varun Dhawan. So, is there any repetition in the star cast from the old one, or it's the all new star cast?
No repetitions, but one cast member from the old film does have a connection to this our film. Shikha Talsania, who is Mr. Tiku Talsania's daughter.
You jolly young man, वो भी मेरी बेटी है।
Mr. Tiku Talsania played the cop in the old film.
हवलदार, इनको पकड़ो और इनके हवाले कर दो।
ये क्या कर रहे हैं? ये सब लोग पागल हो गए क्या? ये मेरे जुड़वा भाई की तस्वीर है। कभी से इन लोगों को समझा रहा हूँ कि वापस आ जाएगा, लेकिन ये लोग मेरी बात ही नहीं सुनते।
इंस्पेक्टर, ये अपना जुड़वा भाई है। कंप्लेन गया डोंबिवली के खाड़ी में।
And his daughter, Shikha Talsania, plays my love interest and Anju's character in the current film. So that's one connection I know. The other connection is Mr. David Dhawan and Mr. Vashu Bhagnani, obviously.
So, when you first saw the movie, what was your reaction? Did you find the older one better, or, of course, do you find this one because you are in it?
I wouldn't be able to tell because I haven't seen this one yet. And I don't even remember when I saw the last one. And I don't even remember how many times I've seen it. It's so, what do you call it? Embedded in our system. That song, Raste Se Ja Raha Tha, and Usne Hai Suhana. In fact, if we didn't use these two songs, I would have felt betrayed. I would be like, hey, wait a second. It's
Where are the songs?
Yeah.
मामा जी मेरे साथ ही रहेंगे, कहीं नहीं जाएंगे।
माँ का घोंसला छोड़ के भांजी के घोंसले में रहना चाहते ना?
Yeah, it's a little unfair. Those songs are amazing. Why don't we get those songs as well, right?
एक मुंबई का बंगलो दिखा दीजिए बस।
Luckily, we got them, and those songs were already awesome, and they sound even more awesome now because we are in it. But if you ask me which one I like more, I won't be able to tell you. I really won't tell you because there was this interview of Mr. Shakti Kapoor I saw, and this was his statement. He said, "Mera Shah Rukh Khan to Govinda hi hai na."
Wow.
and it hit me somewhere, and I said, that's what Varun is for me.
Yes.
You know, so we're not. This is our own film. This is different from that film. Any comparisons drawn cannot be countered, or there's no answer to which is going to be better.
Yeah.
You can't
So we spoke about Varun. Let's speak about the actresses. So you worked with Alia Bhatt,
Yes.
and now you are working with Sara Ali Khan, two beauties of Bollywood. So do you think that यार ये मेरी हीरोइन नहीं है अभी तक दोनों?
Of course, I've thought about it. Of course, why wouldn't I want Alia Bhatt or Sara Ali Khan to be my? But for that, I'll have to lose a lot of weight, and I have to look at par. They should be comfortable being my heroines as well, right? It's a woman's world nowadays. They need to decide if they want to be my heroines or not, right?
Wow.
So
You have given me a very serious answer, Sahil. I was expecting a very, very fun answer, but you have given me a very serious answer.
it's not a serious answer at all. Think about this. There are so many people out there who want to be heroes, and they all want Alia Bhatt and Sara Ali Khan to be their heroines. But
Yeah.
what are they investing in themselves to kind of come out here and become the people these women would want to work with?
Yeah, I totally understand you.
Varun Dhawan and all these successful Varun I know personally, because I see the amount of effort he puts into his body, the way he looks into a scene. There's this weird comment once, like Sahil Vaid ki acting or Varun Dhawan ki body or dance. So there has to.
That's a good combination, although.
So there has to be something which I need to have in order to have these women to agree to be my heroes. They already know I'm a good actor. Now I need to invest in myself, and I need to look the part as well, right? So until I'm ready, I'm not going to trouble these nice women to agree to be my heroines. And
So that is in your mind. You are going to do it. What I'm inferring from this answer, that it's there in your things to do list.
Yeah.
That one day I will be,
Why not?
Yeah, that's a good answer. When you actually signed this movie, or probably when you were shooting this movie, you were thinking that one day it will, release in theaters. And now it's all together, a new normal. It's going to be released on Amazon Prime on Christmas Day. So how you guys, the whole cast and crew, or especially you, tackling with this new normal, or, how you are taking it?
I don't know about the other star cast, but till about 15th of March, forget me, none of us had ever heard about a film directly releasing on an OTT platform.
Yeah.
Right? Because none of us knew what was in store for us this year. But it happened, and I feel it's great.
Okay.
Believe me when I say this. In what way? I'll tell you. Because, see, the cinema culture is something that we can never get rid of. It's something which is a part of us. We used to get ready. We used to go get the popcorn, and that smell of that popcorn, and sitting in that seat, and watching it with a bunch of people who you don't even know.
Yeah, the atmosphere, the ambience of theater.
Yeah, and we're all reacting to that one joke, and we all think it's funny.
Yeah, exactly.
But with the OTT, with Amazon Prime specifically, it's all over the world.
Yeah.
Cinema halls, there have been instances where some of my friends have called me from Botswana. They're like, we work here, our jobs are here, and we don't really have any way to watch your movie. What do we do? And I've never liked the idea of people pirating movies.
Yeah.
So how do they watch it? So yes, the cinema culture is amazing, but this OTT, this new game that's coming, it's, I feel, technologically a better option for exhibiting your movie. in today's times, because don't get me wrong, we're going to have all kinds of people watching our film from all over the world.
All over the world, yeah. And of course, here in America as well, not every theater has Hindi movies running, you know. So
Correct.
for us, if we want to see a Hindi movie, we have to really drive far away and where the Hindi movie is playing. So for us, it's a blessing in disguise, so of course.
Correct.
And but we are not getting that theater feel, which I love personally. But definitely next time, whenever the movie,
I have two words for you.
yeah.
Home theater.
And I have one word for you: expensive.
I have another word for you.
Yeah,
Hard work.
that's what I'm doing.
So you'll get it. So you'll get it. So now that you know that films are releasing on Amazon Prime Video, I think the culture is now going to shift towards the whole idea of having a media station at home, or probably like a proper screen and speakers. It's something that we can all go for. It's not very expensive. It's something that will bring that.
Not for you.
Madam, I'm still not that actor yet. So let me assure you, I work really hard for my money as well. But what I'm trying to say here is this is the new.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that the old is done and it's not going to be used again. It's now we have another option. There have been times where not just you looking for Indian films, you had to drive far away. There have been times where films like Ford versus Ferrari, they released in the US, and we had to wait for months before we could watch it. And I wished, especially for films like Ford versus, I'm a huge auto fan. I've been a huge fan of the legend of Ferrari, and I've been this huge. I'm a motorhead. I'm a grease monkey myself. So I want to watch films like those the moment they release. But that can only happen if they release on something like the Amazon Prime app, right?
Yeah.
Now, if a film it's released in the US and now we're waiting for that film to release here, on the internet you get so many spoilers and you get so much information that when you're watching it, you're like, oh yeah, this is that scene. I read about that.
Maybe not as fun as going into theaters and watching it for the first time.
Correct. So I've always there have been ways we've all tried to kind of catch an episode. We have VPNs, this and that, but deep inside we all know that at the end of the day it's about watching something and experiencing it.
So Sahil, I'm cutting you down before I run out of time. I just wanted to ask a very non-Coolie number one question, because your last movie was Dil Bichare, and it was with Sushant Singh Rajput, and I was a huge fan. So I just wanted to know your working experience with him. I even got an opportunity to meet him actually in India, because I was an anchor and reporter there. So I actually met him during Kaipoche. So how he actually he was a very nice and very bubbly kind of a person. What was your experience?
I will dearly miss him. That's one thing I would say. I could not become great friends with him as much as I've become with Varun, and I regret that fact, because we shared a lot of common ideas. We shared a lot of. We were both people of science. We were both people who would discuss technology. And we would discuss technology in a way where we could improve people's lives with the help of technology. That is something that I believed in firmly as well. And we used to talk extensively about Elon Musk. We were both fans of him.
Wow.
And, we would discuss about the Falcon 9 rocket experiment, how the same rocket can be used to deliver supplies to space. It can land on a drone ship straight like this and be reused again. I mean, he's made a space taxi, literally. I mean, we used to talk about all these fascinating things, and he really believed in giving the children of India an opportunity to kind of think the way he did. So I'll dearly miss him. I mean, I can't really do anything to bring him back, but I can keep him alive here and here.
तुम्हारा नाम किस ने रखा? किसी?
मेरा नाम इमैनुअल राजकुमार जूनियर है। कुछ साल पहले मुझे ऑस्ट्रोसार्कोमा छू के निकल गया। But I'm a fighter.
Yeah, I was watching one of his interviews and he said, the 3 books we should read. And one of them was, surprisingly, he said everyone should learn coding. And it was such an amazing answer because it is the future of the world.
Correct.
So I thought it's a very nice advice to everyone that we all should learn coding because question. Okay, Sahil. So just, jate jate, tell us about your future projects and tell us about this movie, that why people should watch it.
First of all, why people should watch Coolie No. 1 is because Varun Dhawan and Sara Ali Khan are amazing in it. Javed Jafri, Rajpal Yadav, Paresh Rawal, Bharti Achrekar, Shikha Talsania, Johnny Liver, and me. Sahil Vaid. We are awesome in it, and it's Christmas Day. It's our gift to you after such a difficult year. We've all been through a lot of difficult times. We've all been isolated. We've all been alone in our homes. Coolie No. 1 is it promises to come and at least make you laugh. And that's how often have you laughed in 2020? So Christmas Day is the day. We are coming to wish you a Merry Christmas and in a very special way. This is what we do. We entertain people and we're coming. So I hope you enjoy. Huh?
Any future movies with Varun Dhawan?
I hope so. You have to ask Varun and you have to ask Shashank and you have to ask all the directors who cast Varun and me together. And and another amazing thing about Coolie No. 1 is you get to see Varun and Sahil Vaid ka pyar.
That's the bromance. We want to see that. Okay, thank you so much, Sahil, for giving us your time, your precious time. And we are looking forward to this colorful movie on the Christmas day. And thank you so much, Amazon Prime, actually, for giving us this opportunity to see the nice movie on Amazon Prime. Thank you so much for joining with us.
Thank you, Amazon Prime.
मैंने पहले कहीं देखा है आपको।
मैं नौजवानों की दिल की धड़कन हूँ, रातों की रानी हूँ। What say man?
Heaven on the dock man, beauty in the frock man.
चल बे ठड़की।